everyone, as you can see for this video we are going to be taking a look at the alter 1/8 scale of Natsume from Natsume's Book of Friends. And this is the renewal version, so it has been reworked from the original release however long ago that was. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box and the detail of this figure. The box, as you can see, is part of Alter's latest trend of having these clear boxes with their releases, which I think looks quite sophisticated and nice. I will say the only downside is that these clear boxes seem to attract dust and scratches and fingerprints and that sort of thing to watch out for, but overall the aesthetic of it is really nice. At the bottom we just have Natsume Takashi, 1/8 scale pre-painted figure by Alter, and there is this sort of print of tall grass and little fireflies woven throughout at the bottom as well as the edges of the box that you'll see. Over in the corner we have Natsume Yuujinchou, Natsume's Book of Friends. Over in this corner we have the Altair sticker, which I believe is the specific line that Altair uses to release male figures, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some vinery on the corner of the box. And inside the box, as you can see, there is a background that you are able to pull out of this sort of pond, night view, shrine, and fireflies, and just very gorgeous scenery that you can use as a background, which is pretty tempting because it does look really nice. The top of the box is a lot darker shaded, and it has some more vinery and fireflies throughout, and once again Natsume Takashi, 1/8 scale pre-painted figure. I apologize for the lighting, I'm just trying to capture this box with as little glare as possible, and this seems to be the only way I can do it without getting reflection of the other stuff so much in the background. But at the bottom, it also says the sculptor is Monori Naoto and Hirono Corporation, Alter Paint Master Watanabe Takamasa. Sorry if I mispronounce any of that, it is a little bit harder to read. Both sides of the boxes once again have this wonderful vinery detail going on throughout, as well as the tall blades of grass and the fireflies at the bottom. The bottom of the box has the normal details of the figure that they have on the boxes, as well as some more scenery pictures. And finally, the back, we have a white backdrop, as well as some more of the nature scenery and a picture of the Natsume figure. So without further ado, let's take a look at this figure. Very quickly, here is a look at the backdrop pulled out of the box so you could appreciate the detail of it a little bit better. And just, yeah, the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. I love the nighttime look, and of course, as you know from my channel name, I really do like fireflies, so they're sort of important to me. So I really do like this very much, and there is just a peep of the moon at the top. So as always, we are starting off with the base, and what a base it is. I think it was just absolutely gorgeous and a very creative idea to have the character of the series posed. But as you can see, there is this sort of, I don't know if it's a pond scenery, there's some kind of water scenery at the bottom, and this tree trunk coming out of the water, as well as these tall blades of grass surrounding the figure. The ripples in the water are very nicely done. It does have a sort of semi-translucency about it, so it really does look like water. And the detail in this tree trunk is absolutely amazingly done. You really appreciate all the shading done throughout and every little nick and bulge and knot, that it really does look like it is an old tree coming out of the water. And the grass is nicely done as well. It sort of becomes more translucent at the tips, which I think is a cool touch. Also points for this figure being really easy to assemble, and that you only had to essentially pull him out of the box and he's already completely together, so very fuss-free here. So as we slowly work our way up, I really do love how Natsume is posed sitting on the tree. It just looks very cool. Natsume seems to be wearing maybe his school uniform, or at least part of it, with the shirt and the slacks, and they are simple and nicely done. And of course he is holding his Book of Friends. Over here we have a I believe this might be considered a howdy, like a kimono-like jacket. And the detail on this is so very nicely done. The paintwork with the flower pieces. And it is optional to remove as well, so if you want to display him without the jacket, it just comes right off of him, and you could have him without, but to me it adds a really nice touch to the figure, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it on. And here is Natsume's face up close. The detail for this is just absolutely spot on. I think Alter definitely improved the, especially the paint shading since the first release, and it is just perfect. I really love just how everything is sculpted and everything is painted. There are no real flaws in this figure that I'm seeing so far, and his expression just seems sort of kind and peaceful, and I just really, really love it. It's all I wanna do. And finally, the most important detail of this figure is, of course, Nyako-sensei, which is probably one of my favorite fat cats in anime history. He is just kind of hanging on, perched on top of this bit of tree trunk right here, and you see how it ends. Again, just really loving the tree trunk part of the base. It is so very nicely detailed. And here he is from the back. Not sure if he's hanging out or if he's hanging on for dear life, but either way he looks really, really great. It's all I wanna do. So yeah, overall I am really, really super impressed with this figure. It is just as gorgeous as I hoped, if not more so. No flaws whatsoever that I noticed. And it just really gives you a feeling of just utter serenity and relaxation when looking at it. I really think this is definitely probably one of my, well, I don't have many male figures, but I think this would definitely be my fave and my fave figure for a while. It's just really, really gorgeous. I don't know how easy it would be to get a Natsume figure if you haven't already, but I do highly recommend him if you are able to, and, you know, don't have to sell a kidney to do so, so please don't do that, but I think he is very, very much worth it, and I'm definitely glad to have pre-ordered him. So, yeah, that is it for now. Until next time, thanks for watching.